Welcome to Webgility ReCap, a series of videos aimed at getting you started using Webgility. In this video, we'll go over the posting settings for your sales receipts in QuickBooks Point of Sale. If you've already completed the connection for your store or accounting software, you can get there by clicking Integrations, Accounting POS ERP, and then Posting Settings. In this video, we'll specifically cover the Orders tab, and starting with Posting Rules, you can decide whether you'd like to start posting in batches or individually. Generally, unless you have a high volume of order posting, you can stick to individual, but if you have questions on this, you can ask your support team or your implementation specialist. For transaction types, it's always going to be sales receipt, as essentially QuickBooks Point of Sale is a cash register. For the second option here, you can elect to have it post as a sales order, to not create a sales receipt in POS, meaning the order will not post and you'll have to correct the quantity before posting. Or the last option is to not check for the out-of-stock item, and this means that we'll post the sales receipt into QuickBooks regardless of the inventory and make the item go negative in stock. Generally, this last option is okay as long as you're on top of your inventory. For cashier name and associate, this is a good way of segmenting your data across QuickBooks, and since there technically is no cashier and associate, this could be something as simple as Shopify sale or Shopify customer to signify that the order came from online. Obviously, I'm using Shopify as an example here. If it's another store, you can use whatever name the store you want. As long as the naming convention makes sense for you, that's all that matters. Towards the bottom, you can map payment methods and enable purchase orders. But be aware that since QuickBooks Point of Sale does not allow you to make custom payment methods, mapping a method may be a little roundabout. Usually done by mapping a store payment method to a payment method you don't normally use in POS to make sure that the two are kept separate. To see what I mean by this, click Setup, and then you can add a new method here and map it to any default method you like, or you can simply select a default method so that anything that comes through your online store will automatically go to this payment method that's selected inside of QuickBooks POS. Under the second tab at the top, under Transaction Settings, you'll see various additions to the sales receipt that you can make. This includes changing the transaction date if needed, the check number field to include different information pulled from the store, or the item description to include more information. This is all personal preference, but if you have questions here, feel free to reach out. After clicking Save and Continue, you'll be brought to the product portion of our posting settings, which we'll discuss in our next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.